is I'm going to, that was awkward. I'm going to now flip the dollar bill over like this without actually turning the bill over. And if you follow my instructions, there's a pretty good chance that you still won't be able to do this. Okay, I'm just going to do it. All you got to do is follow along and flick the bill, and you see how George Washington turned upside down. No? Oh, I feel like my grandma's here. Yeah, she didn't understand me either, but she had no choice but to like me. She still doesn't like me. Anyway, I'm going to show you a faster way. All you have to do is flick it right here and it goes back to normal. Well, I broke it. That's fine. I can't hear anybody. This is great. Oh, man. So like Duante was saying, I have autism, and if you don't laugh at any of my jokes, you're a bad person. And if you are a bad person, you were going to laugh anyway, so that's not my problem. This Rubik's Cube helps me with my social anxiety. I've come up with a couple of different ways you can solve it really fast. This is my favorite way to solve a Rubik's Cube. It looks like this. If you just squeeze it on a 45-degree angle, you can get it to solve itself. I don't know what's happening. Normally people respond to that.
We're shocked. We're shocked.
I doubt it. I know, it's kind of like just it wasn't
maybe not that
trick.
surprised, but you know.
Oh no, I assure you, but it was like comedy magic, so it was a joke. Thank you for talking to me. I feel better about myself.
Anytime, Paul.
I love talking to people. It's just people don't like talking to me. I'm going to show you how I can solve this Rubik's Cube. I'm really good at solving the Rubik's Cube without touching it. I'm really good at solving problems without touching them. And you can ask my fiance. She's in the other room.
Oh, God.
I don't even know what that means or why it's funny, but I appreciate the laughter. If I put the Rubik's Cube in the bag and take out my magic wand, some Hogwarts went to college. My parents had 2 full-time jobs, and they dropped me off at 7-Eleven sometimes, so I'm really good at Mortal Kombat now. The 80s were weird. Everything that happened to me in the 80s and the 90s is considered child abuse now. I just want everybody to know that. I knew how to use a stove and cook. I make some really good SpaghettiOs, but not in the microwave. I can use a stovetop. I've cooked food since I was 5. That's child abuse. I'm just letting you know because I'm not bitter. I'm going to go back to the magic trick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spin the magic wand over the bag and say the magic words. Non-gonococcal meningitis. That's the disease known as mono. Some of you may have it, and that's none of my business. I don't judge people. I'm going to stare at you until you laugh. All right, I'm going to move on. All I got to do is turn the bag over and show you that the Rubik's Cube is solved.
Woo!
I know, I dearly did it that time, but it's not a joke. You might be thinking, okay, how you doing? I just didn't want to be rude and cut you off. I'm not passive aggressive. So what I'm going to do is reach into the bag and pull out the other Rubik's Cube and show you that it's also solved. And I'm going to show you that the bag is completely empty.
What the fuck?
I know, it's crazy. It's like I'm an actual magician and not some sociopath who showed up on your Zoom meeting. Anyway, I'm going to end today. I started my timer a little late. I'm probably not supposed to say that to you guys, but I'm going to end the show on my favorite thing in the world. I love card tricks, but no one else does. And that's why I'm going to end with it today. Because I always say, if you feel uncomfortable, you can leave. You're an adult. You could just go. You don't have to stay here. With that said, I'm going to make you guys feel uncomfortable. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this deck of cards. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle it. That was really hard. Anyway, I'm just going to just shuffle this card. I'm going to shuffle this deck of cards like this. As you can see, I'm shuffling them. And I'm going to actually interact with people. So if you want to leave, you can. I'm just, Maju, you're the first person I saw. So
Okay. I guess I'll participate now.
it's okay. You don't have to. I don't force magic on people
No,
like some.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I like magic.
Okay, good, because I don't. This is going to be weird. I'm just going to let you know.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to cycle through the cards like this, and all you have to do is to tell me when to stop.
Okay.
Right here.
Mm-mm.
Keep going.
Mm-hmm. All right, stop.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to show you this card and pretend that I don't see it in the monitor, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to turn my head and I'm just going to shut my eyes, but I don't want you to think that I fell asleep, okay?
Okay. Noted.
Because I will fall asleep. Okay, I'm going to do it right now. Do you see the card?
Yes.
Okay, everybody memorize that card and I will put it back in the deck without opening my eyes. I'm really good at doing stuff without opening my eyes. Watch this. My eyes are still closed.
That was cool. I
Okay.
can't shuffle like that.
Yeah, me either. That was rough. I'm going to now show you how I used to earn extra money at the bar. So you are thinking of a card inside your head. Who's the guy next to you?
This guy?
Yeah,
He's my plus one.
I'm assuming you know him.
Yeah,
Probably.
I would say so. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll make the jokes. Now, I'm going to make a little wager with you.
Oh.
I will bet you $250, which is the current open balance at Mohegan Sun, which is a casino in my area,
Oh.
that your card is in this envelope.
Oh wow. Okay.
I know, I'm in danger. So please. I saw some things in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and now I owe this guy money. And if
Oh.
I die,
Yikes.
you all know that I am in trouble.
Yikes.
Yeah, I know. Imagine how I feel. This is happening to me. You just made it about you. Anyway, actually, everybody in the Zoom, think of a card because now you're involved. Everybody think of a card in your head. And I can prove that your card is in this envelope. And I accept Cash App, Venmo, traveler's checks, EBT, food stamps. I also accept groceries because I like snacks. You can mail your snacks to the address below. It didn't pop up because I'm poor. That was the joke. That was a joke. I'm so poor. Anyway, I'm going to show you that I have a card with every single card on it. I know, I'm a magician. Why wouldn't I have this card? And also, I need this money. I need this money. I'm scared. Thanks, Dante. I just want to let you know you're doing a fantastic job. Thank you for being the only one who's laughed at my jokes.
Oh.
But anyway, I'm just going to move on and just show you that I did kind of know what your card was. No.
Holy shit.
What?
Actual real magic and not weird comedy.
Okay, I have a question. Are all of those cards Queen of Hearts?
Nope. You don't get to ask questions on camera.
No, it's okay.
He didn't say I couldn't ask questions.
These are all different
Okay, fine.
because I'm a professional. So
was awesome.
I'm going to leave you guys with this. It isn't a magic trick. It isn't a joke. When I was 9, I was diagnosed with autism. And I do comedy because I was told at a very young age that I wouldn't be able to entertain people because I have a flat affect and I don't understand timing. Oh, no, I got you. I saw it. I saw the light. Okay, thumbs up. And the reason I do this is to show other people that they can accomplish their dreams, even if people tell you that you can't do it. In my case, I'm not really good at other things, but I am really good at magic and comedy. Well, I think so. At least that's what my grandma said. So I want you guys to go out there and do the very best that you can. I'm going to pass it off to our amazing host and his bow tie.
Oh, fuck. Did I just get burned for my bow tie by Paul? You guys understand, in the autistic world, that's a huge burn. He's like, and his bow tie. Just want to let you know, I noticed that. It's been bothering me all day. I don't like the color pattern with that blue. Paul's an asshole. He knows I'm going to be thinking about that for the rest of the day. That bow tie matched my outfit. Well, fuck Paul. I don't think that's what Paul was talking about. Paul can't even see. Paul's an asshole. Yeah, fuck Paul. That's my final answer. Make some noise for Paul, everybody. Jesus. So I got to let you guys know something because I know Paul kept saying it. And Paul isn't like the rest of them. They just won't say it. They'll just die on the inside a little bit, especially Athena. I know how she works. She'll just cry later to her cats and not eat any dinner. It's all right. But at least show us your faces. Turn on something. If we can see your facial expressions, we know you're laughing. At least if you're not on camera, at least show us what you look like. You know, I see that Robin and the David Schneider person are cousins. They look like they're in the same house. Like it doesn't look as sadistic or anything, like they're sitting in the same room with opposite playing Battleship and shit in between sets, but it's okay. We've got the door into the room on David Schneider's screen and the window that you see when you walk in the room on Robin's screen. But at least we know if something happens to one of you guys, we'll call. We'll call. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that. She's been telling me, my husband's having a good time. Well, I don't fucking know. I can't see him. And how do we know you didn't kill your fucking husband? If you're that married, you might have killed the fucker. Or you thought that puta joke was funny? Fuck you. And Paul's like, I hope you like a psychotic weirdo. And I'm like, look at Maju's boyfriend. You look like twins. Are you guys in the same mentor group? Like, there's meeting on Wednesday. You shave your hair after you join the club, right? You shave it all the way down. Like, watch out, Maju. If he takes you to a picnic, you might not make it out. You know what's funny is most of these guys have done shows with me in real life. And as a black comic, I actually don't roast the crowd. But when we do Zoom shows, I be roasting the fuck out of people. I don't know what it is.
Nice.
You guys having fun? Erin didn't turn on her screen, but she's got her mic on, so I'll let her pass. Chris, you got to turn on your screen or turn on your mic. Lindsay's fucking that vape pen up. Damn, boo, I see you. What you got? Some indica or sativa? Shit.
I can't tell you my secrets.
I'm just saying, I may have that for sale. Support a black-owned business. No. Anyways, y'all ready for your next comedian?
Woo!
I don't know if he's ready. He turned his damn mic, his face on. There we go. And if he doesn't get his shit together, our last comedian of the night will go slap him up and beat him up a little bit for me anyways. Ooh, ooh. This next comedian is a funny motherfucker. I hate it when people say that because there's some hosts that's all they say. Every guy's a funny motherfucker that comes up, but he is funny, and I've met him I met him twice actually. We performed together in California even. Beat that. And he's got his own company that he does with his wife Athena that we'll talk about later. She's the brains of it, so I don't want to talk about it now. He's just the brawn, you know what I mean? Does security at some local clubs also. Funny as hell. Give it up for Sam Medina.
Woo!
Hell yeah, what is up, you guys? Am I unmuted? I'm unmuted, yeah. Hey, the first thing I'm gonna do is put it on gallery mode because I like to do comedy the same way I have sex, not looking at myself. True. It's true, you guys. Hey, so I've been doing comedy online for the past year, 2 years, 6 years. I don't know. I lost track of time. But I'll tell you this. One thing that people didn't know about California is that we have recreational cannabis dispensaries. One thing people did not know is that a lot of those dispensaries, they deliver. Yeah, so I'll call my weed guy. I'll call my pizza guy. I don't just make them race to my house. I did that joke at a show one time, and this guy yelled at a well-thought out heckle. He says, "Who wins?" And the answer is obviously me. True. I'm working from home now. I'm working from home, which is great. I love it. The weirdest part about working from home now is I'm stealing toilet paper for myself. I think my favorite part is that I can say that I do all my best work in the bedroom now. It's true, you guys. I haven't left my house in 3 weeks. No, that's not entirely true. A couple of days ago, I did check the mail. Yeah, I feel like checking the mail is less depressing when you do it once a week. You know, and plus I like to plan it out for garbage day so I can go straight from the mailbox to the neighbor's garbage can. And then I get a knock on the door and be like, "Hey, I'm looking for Samuel Medina, our current resident." And they'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, current resident is not home right now," and slam the door in his face. Yeah, I've had all kinds of weird jobs. Like my previous job, I worked at a car dealership, and the way that I got that job was crazy. I went in to go buy a car, and when they realized I couldn't afford one, they gave me a job instead. I was doing security at a comedy club, which is cool. You know, basically it was my job to tell people not to take pictures, like no pictures, no pictures, no pictures. I saw this lady, she had her phone pointed right at the stage, and I go, "Hey, excuse me, no pictures." And she's like, "Oh, it's not a picture." I go, "Okay, smart ass, no videos." And she's like, "No, it's not a video, I'm live." Yeah, because that's so much better, right? So I tell her, "Okay, well, what I want you to do is I want you to stand live so we can see how many hits you get while I kick you out of this place." I'm just kidding, you guys. I took her phone and stepped on it. Before that, I used to work at a drugstore. I can't tell you what it's called, but the 3 letters in their name, and it sounds like an STD. Stands for can't verify shit. I remember this day, this guy came in. He goes, "Hey, do you guys sell screwdrivers?" And I go, "No, but we do sell orange juice and vodka separately." Yeah, that was my last day. That was definitely my last day, you guys. My first job that I ever had was I worked at this Mexican restaurant called Fat Burrito, and all the employees had to wear a shirt that said Fat Burrito, except for mine, it just said burrito. Yeah, you guys. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm not trying to brag here, but I did just sign a deal with Netflix. I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, pretty exciting, right? I get 3 months for $1. I don't have any tattoos. I have no tattoos because my mom used to always tell me, never get tattoos because when you get in trouble with the law, it's easier to identify you. Yeah, let me repeat that. She said, never get tattoos because when you get in trouble with the law, it's easier to identify you. Not hey, don't get in trouble with the law. Not that. I guess the moral of the story is not to listen to your mother, especially if she's been in prison. I have a lazy eye. It's cool though, you know, because it matches my personality. My other eye's not lazy. So to do a DNA test to make sure it wasn't adopted.
Oh shit.
Can't talk, and unfortunately it wasn't. Somebody told me I look like the ugly guy on Pawn Stars. And I'm like, oh, great. I look like the entire cast of Pawn Stars. I don't have an OnlyFans, but I do have an OnlyFan. Unfortunately, that person cannot be here tonight. Whenever I send dick pics, I always put one of those little mini Coke cans next to it for size. I'm just kidding, you guys. I don't send dick pics, but I do send unsolicited shit pics. Yeah, I'll be in the bathroom and be like, oh man, SuitMan's got to say this.
Oh,
no.
God.
I can't let this waste go to waste. You guys, I like that joke. I just gotta flesh it out a little better.
What the fuck?
I feel like DoorDash should have a filter for delivery fees, you know, because that's how I decide what I'm gonna eat for dinner. It's like, looks like PetSmart tonight, guys. It's true. One of my friends told me that he got so high that his dog could talk to him. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. You know, this one time I got so high that my cat could talk to me, but she still didn't. No, you guys, my cat is an asshole. Like, I came home from work the other day, and well, I'm working from home. I came home from work when I used to not work at home, and she was on the back of this chair, and I leaned down to give her a kiss. She was like, ugh, like so far that she fell off the chair. And then she pulled out pepper spray. I'm like, you don't even have thumbs. I love that cat too. I do everything I can for her. Like, I found out the food I gave her wasn't good for her, so we stopped giving it to her immediately, which was pretty good timing too, because the kids are almost out of cereal.
Oh.
I remember when the pandemic first started, it was crazy. We couldn't go grocery shopping at all. We had to change the online grocery delivery system. It was pretty cool too, because it's like a bad breakup, right? Because they come to my house, they leave my stuff on the porch, and they call me when they leave. This one time I went to work, and I was in like a really big hurry. And when I got there, I realized instead of my mask, I accidentally grabbed a pair of underwear. It was a shitty day, you guys.
Oh.
Shitty day. I thought my comedy career was blown up. I thought I was getting super popular. I told my wife, I'm like, hey, I have 17 Facebook friend requests that I'm not even going to answer. And she goes, oh, that's cute. I have 324. Being a woman on Facebook. And then speaking of my wife, last night I was getting ready for bed like around 3 a.m. and she woke up to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, wait, before we go back to bed, let me tell you this joke I'm working on. Did not end well for me, you guys. Did not end well for me at all. She said, I hate you. And she went back to sleep. Yeah, the joke was this. I enrolled my dog in a martial arts class. It's called Taekwondo Doberman. I know. That joke almost ended my marriage. Yeah, but it was worth it. It was worth it. They say you should never date a comedian. And I do agree with that. I do. I think the reason why I personally would never date a comedian is because my wife is also a comedian and she might know her. I heard somebody say, this one comedian say that married sex is fast sex, you know? And I don't agree with that. You know, I think a better way to put it is married sex is time efficient sex. It's like, hurry up, I got a Zoom show in 15 minutes. So we did get married before the pandemic. We drove up to Vegas. We did one of those drive-through weddings. It was cool. She didn't even know. She thought it was McDonald's. My vows were, can I get a double cheeseburger? And I do. Yeah, we had to go to Baskin Robbins for the reception though, because the ice cream machine was down at McDonald's. In honor of getting married, she wanted to get a second cat named Gary. And I'm like, no, you don't do that. Gary's a human name. You know, you got to give it a cat's name, right? Like Fido or Spot, Rover, something like that. Oh, hi, there's a child here. Hi, child. I'm not going to finish that joke, you guys. Let's see here. Where was I going with that? Oh, okay. I think the child is maybe escorted out of the room. I'll just continue. I'm sorry, child. You gotta give it a cat's name, right? Like Fido or Spot, Rover, something like that. So I was mad at the house. I said, no, absolutely not. Yeah, she got me back though, you guys. She got a revenge on me. She named her Vagina Gary. Yeah, I can see why I didn't want to say that. And so whenever I want to have sex, I gotta say, can I have sex with Gary tonight? It is so demeaning. It's almost like doing comedy online. It's very true. I'm sorry if the child, if you're still there. My wife asked me if I was embarrassed to kiss her in public, and I was like, no, not at all. And she was, okay, well then kiss me. I'm like, I will just wait for all these people to leave. Or the next pandemic. My dad is an alcoholic, and it's pretty cool, you know, because he never has plans. So I come up like, hey dad, you want to come babysit? And what does he do? What does he have the nerve to do? He leaves his bottle of vodka at my house. Yeah. So I call him the next day all pissed off. I'm like, hey dad, you want to babysit again? We have vodka. He was still there. The other night, my wife and I were messing around, you know, we were messing around getting ready to do the deed, and she stopped me. She's like, wait, put the TV on. I'm like, oh, okay, well, what should I put on? She's like, I don't care, just something loud so nobody can hear us. So I put on a porno. Hear the sounds. I'm trying to lose weight, you know. I feel like when you're trying to lose weight, it's always good to set goals for yourself, you know. So I decided that my new target shirt size is target shirt size. I like that joke because it's for the fat people, right? Because the skinny people go, well, Target has many shirt sizes. Sure they do, but none of them fit me. It's true. My wife has been on this diet. She told me that Sundays could be cheat days. So Sunday, I got a hooker. Yeah, I'm vegan now. I've been vegan for like about 6 months now, and I just want to make sure everybody knows that. It's tough though. It's tough being a vegan. Like I went to my favorite restaurant. I'm like, hey, what's your best vegan dish with meat? Nothing. And then my wife and I went out to lunch, and she's like, you know what? I'm really proud of you. You've been doing good. I looked at the beer menu. You have any beer you want, and she went to the bathroom. So I called the waiter over. I was like, hey, I want you to bring me a beer with the steak in it. And he goes, what? Huh? What? I go, look, I don't got a lot of time here, okay? Go in the back, cook a steak, put in a beer, and bring it out to me. We'll call it Ale 1. Somebody commented on my Instagram post. They put hashtag vegans are hypocrites, hashtag plants have feelings too. And that's not why I do it. You know, I'm not doing it to be cruelty free. Just a bonus, I guess. The reason why I'm doing it is because how it makes me feel. You know, superior. Even grocery shopping is different as a vegan. Like I was at the store the other day, and I was walking past the meat section, and I was looking at the steaks and the pork chops and the chickens, and I was like, oh man, this section is dead to me. I like Hometown Buffet. I don't know if you guys know what Hometown Buffet is, but Hometown Buffet is like an underground fight club for fat people. It is. Instead of fighting though, we eat to the death. What's the deal with green M&Ms? They say it's supposed to make you horny. I ate like 7 pounds. All I got was diarrhea.
Oh.
You guys, I tried to have a Butterfinger. I tried to eat a Butterfinger the other day, and it really hurt. And the butter didn't taste very good off my finger. I'm thinking they should change their slogan. Crispity, crunchity, emergency roomity, Butterfinger. My friend called me up the other day. He was all excited. He's like, dude, I got a new job. I'm a bouncer now. And I was like, oh, yeah, no shit, I'm a bouncer too. And he didn't believe me. So I wrote him a check. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get out of here. But before I go, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. I did just join Tinder recently. Yeah, but it's not what you're thinking. It's not what you're thinking at all. I joined as this really attractive woman, And then I message all the guys. I'm like, hey, come see me on the SuitMan comedy show on Sunday night.
Oh shit.
Hey guys, thank you very much. My name is fucking Sam Medina. Have a wonderful night.
Oh my god.
Woo!
Sam Medina. I'm mad as cheat Sunday girlfriend went, woo! She's like, wait till I see him, punch him in the throat. They're in opposite rooms, so the DV altercation, we won't see it on the same screen. It's okay. You guys having a good time? We're about halfway through. We only got 2 more comedians. It's all right. We got another funny little Negro like me, and then we brought a little sugar and spice. We got a little Latina chick. She looks like a little Oompa Loompa too. She's so cute in real life. She's about 4'3", 4'5", somewhere in there. What are you, Athena? About 4'6", 4'7"? She's not that tall. It's the fun.
Freaking 4'3". What the hell? I'm 5'2".
No, you're not. She's fucking lying. My girlfriend's 5'2". She's like 4'8.5", maybe. She's definitely an Inana. I speak Spanish. I'm telling y'all. But we're having a good time here. This next comedian, I don't know how his day's been. I know he's probably been dealing with shit everywhere because he's a new dad. Yeah, there it is. There's the baby on the screen. Yeah, your old lady's like, take the damn baby off the screen. We're not. The baby isn't getting paid for this. Are you gonna get more money if you put the baby on the screen, right? But it's funny. So many people have a reason to live life and a reason that changes your life. And me and this brother have the same reason that kind of changed our life. And it brought us together. We've shared a lot of moments from losing our moms to our health, trying to lose weight. I mean, this motherfucker, I'd walk 10 miles. And he'd like, oh, I walked 10 miles and did a workout. Oh, and a protein shake. You know what I mean? Just one up a motherfucker. You know how it is. But I love it. The best part, though, is this guy is truly a budding star. You've seen him on Biggest Loser, I want to say. You're going to see him on a couple of other shows, like not like little shows. Like this guy's kind of big fucking news. And there's a guy named SuitMan who's light skinned with a curl. It's kind of hard for me to give kudos, but he deserves them. He's a funny guy. All the way out of Los Angeles, California, if I remember correctly. The only dark-skinned brother I'm going to give a compliment to today, or maybe this week, I've hit my quota. Give it up for Mateen Stewart!
What's up, everyone? Yeah, I am a new dad. This is me. This is my baby here. I'm here by myself, so we gonna do this together. She hasn't stopped. She hasn't stopped doing anything. She is. Look at her. Look at this face. She's just the cutest little thing. She didn't know she wasn't supposed to be here because we definitely tried to kill her. Not like I mean, my girl let me come inside of her. I asked and she said yes. And I'm so glad she said yes because I had already did it. And anytime a man asks you, can he come inside of you? He already did it. It's like and we find out the results later. So we weren't sure we wanted to have a kid yet. So the next day we took a Plan B pill. I took one, she took one too, because we were really trying to kill this baby. And it didn't work. Her period never came. We just waited. We waited and I prayed. I don't even pray. I don't even believe in God, but I prayed to God, period. Because the thing about a period is like everyone hates their period until there's no period. You'd be like, where the fuck is his period at? It's supposed to be here today. Like, I even have like an app. I have an app where I track it. I'm like, it's just late. Like they have a period tracker app for men, which is crazy that you can allow multiple names on this period tracker because it's a period tracker for men. So I only had one name on there because I'm faithful, but yeah, it never came in, and we decided to get a pregnancy test on my birthday, and I said that I was going to be happy either way. We got on my birthday, and I was lying. Hoping to be pregnant. I was like, woo! But she ended up being pregnant, and we went to the doctor, and the doctor checked us out, and everything was good. And they ask you, it's not an exact science or due date. They're just like, when was your last period? And I was like, no, doc, wait, let's talk about why we got pregnant. And she tried to explain it to us. So my girl's a big, tall girl. Like she's the same height as me. I'm 6'3", 6'4" on some days. So she's tall like me. And I don't know how much she weighs because she don't trust me. But we have the same size hands. So we have the same size hands. So like if we ever get into a fight, it's just a fight. We just fighting. Juice. We just fight. Like who's call the police first, pussy? Not me. Let's go. And so here's the thing: if you're a woman of a certain size, a certain girth, one Plan B pill won't work for you. So if you're over 175, you need to take 2 or take this thing called Ella. And if you're over 195, you're fucked. You're fucked because it's nothing. And I was like, why isn't this on the fucking box, doctor? And why isn't there a Plan BBW for all those big girls, babies too? You know, because big girls should be able to kill their babies. It's equal opportunity, you know. And there's no male birth control pill. I say the future is male birth control pill. I believe that the future is male birth control pills. But the thing is, no woman's gonna believe a man took his birth control pill because as a man, like you got poop in your underwear right now, and you didn't even take a poop today. Like that is like we're never gonna trust us to take. We can barely trust us to wipe. That's why I have a bidet. Like everyone's worried about the fucking toilet paper shortage. Get a bidet. I'm an adult, so we're not gonna. The birth control pill for men will never work. And you know, I was kind of happy. I joke, but I was kind of happy a little bit to be because I always wanted to be a dad. Like I feel like I had all this good dad energy, and I feel like I'd be a good dad because black dads matter, you know. And when we went to the doctor, they told us our due date, and our due date was the same day, that my mom had passed away a year previous, and I almost smacked the shit out of the doctor. And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And my girl was like, "Oh my God, that's so special. Your mom definitely had a hand in this pregnancy." And I was like, "Yo, bro, chill the fuck." I mom's hands anywhere near the conception of my child. Like mom's ghost is holding my back. Like you better come out of her. I want a grandchild, dead or alive. Yeah, that's the. But then I laugh because I don't know if I believe in black ghosts. I don't think I believe in black ghosts. Because if there were black ghosts, slaves would make white people's life a lot more uncomfortable on a day-to-day basis. If there are black ghosts, I mean, like, come on, like seriously. And then I think maybe there are black ghosts, and they just come back and they haunt white people's minds, and that's why you're so depressed. Too soon. But I mean, it gives you an excuse when you're sad. You're like, fuck you, Harriet Tubman. Like I gotta take this Lexapro because of Harriet Tubman. Sojourner Truth. But that's uncomfortable. That's uncomfortable for some people. It's uncomfortable. The magician, what's his name? Paul or Pat? Yeah, I thought he was saying that he was doing commie magic, like he was doing communist magic, but he was doing comedy magic. I get it now. And Sam's a vegan. That's good. I used to be vegan too, Sam. But now I like to get along with people. I was vegan though. I was vegan like some girls were like lesbians in college. Like I tried it for a bit. It really wasn't my thing. I didn't like the way that most things taste, and I never talked about it. That's how vegan I was. I was vegetarian for a long time after that because I dated an Indian woman. Maju, are you Indian?
Yes, I am.
Is that your boyfriend?
Yes.
Most days.
Yeah.
Most of the day.
Well, no, he's not Indian. So is it okay with your family?
No.
Yeah.
No. Okay, it's not. Yeah. So it's worse. I dated an Indian woman for 6 years, and I was a secret to her family for 5.5 years. We lived together, and her parents still today don't know that we lived together. On her dad's dying bed, I'm gonna send him a pic. Like, ha, I had sex with her. But no, I was a secret to everybody. I met her brother-in-law and her sister first. That was the first thing. And if they we went to dinner, and if they would have offered me $10,000 to go away, I wouldn't have been surprised. Okay, I wouldn't have been surprised. I wouldn't have taken $10,000. I would have took 20 though. I would have took 20. I definitely would have took 20, but not 10. But then I met her mom, and I took her to an Indian restaurant. They were Gujarati. They were vegetarian Gujarati, which are like the Mormons of India. They're so boring.
I'm sorry for you.
They
Sorry
don't
you
drink.
had to endure
They don't
that for 6 years.
Yeah. And so I took her to this Indian restaurant. and mom got upset because it wasn't a vegetarian Indian restaurant. And I was like, well, they have vegetarian options. You know, I like Indian food. I like Indian women. You know, maybe I was Indian in my past life. And her mom looks me right in my face and goes, well, if you were Indian in your past life, what did you do wrong to come back as a black man? And I was like,
Oh my.
did she just say that to my face? And the whole restaurant stopped, like water froze. And it was like, ah! And I was like, oh my God, was that just reincarnate racism right there? It was definitely reincarnate racism. Yeah, it was fun. I'm glad we broke up. But now, because now I wouldn't have had a baby with her because I didn't know if she could. But this is my baby. This is my baby, Jamie. She is 7 months old. We did not know that we were going to have her, but it was so great to have her. Erica was pregnant. My girl was pregnant for 10 months because they always tell women it's 9 months. It's 10 months because we try to shortchange women any chance we get. Did you know if you're a woman over 35 and you get pregnant, they call you a geriatric pregnancy? It was like, they look at you like, why is this old bitch having a baby? And they were so surprised that she didn't have diabetes. So they're like, why is this big old bitch having a baby and having no complications? But we had no complications and everything worked out pretty well. We had to be induced and it took 4 days. We started on Sunday, well, 3 days. We started on Sunday and the baby came on Tuesday. And to watch the induction process was really weird. But the thing about me showing up to the hospital, being a black man, when you show up to the hospital, they would treat me like I was a fucking superstar. It was like, he showed up, he's here. Oh my God, it's a black man with this baby. He's amazing. And they just started like, they like pour champagne on me. Like I won a championship or something. I'm like, no, dude, I'm here. The bar is set so low for men. Like even like I was talking about, like, oh, if you're an older woman and they like call you a geriatric pregnancy. If you're an old dude and you get a girl pregnant, they're like, he still got it. Look at him. Those boys still swim. It's so awful. And then hospitals treat you like shit, especially if you're a woman of color. And they have very low expectations for your pain tolerance. So they think that women of color can feel pain, like can take more pain. So they then give her the right dose of her epidural, and she finally got it. And the doctor that gave it to her, he came in like from his nap, and he was like, well, if you don't get it now, I'm gonna go back to sleep. And I was like, I don't want to hear you're gonna go back to sleep and we're gonna have to wake you up to do this epidural. So he did it pretty badly. And the next doctor that came to do it again, he was like, oh, well, Dr. Shaw has his own way of doing things. I'm like, that is not what you want to hear in a hospital, that a doctor has his own way of doing things. And the baby finally started to come. And as soon as the baby crowned, the medicine wore out and it was too late to get more. And she was in so much pain. And I grabbed her hand and she almost broke it because big hands. And yeah, we were there and she's holding it. And I'm like, you can do it, baby. You can do it. Breathe. I watch a lot of TV. I was like, he, ho, he, ho, he. And she was like, shut up. And I'm like, you can do it. We're almost there. You can do anything for a minute. And she goes, you should know. That's how we got here. And I was like, well, fuck you. Okay, fuck you. I made a baby in a minute. If you don't think a minute is a long time, try to hold your breath for a minute. Okay. Let's see if you can do it. I hate that we shame men for coming so quickly. Like, why would you shame me? And I just gave you a 5-star Yelp review. Like, why? You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't shame. Don't shame a man if he comes quick. He can't control that. Like that's the last thing he wants to do. No guy's like, hey, I'm gonna come quick. Like, no guy wants to do that. But if you do come quick, guys, don't go to sleep. Like, take care of your girl, okay? More women, I appreciate the woman's orgasm. And I know it's hard to make a woman orgasm. I know it's hard. Like I thought I figured it out when I was with that girl for 6 years. I was like, I got it. I figured it out. But learning to make a woman come is like learning how to play an instrument. Like, I got really good at the piano for 6 years. I could play it with my hand and my feet, close my eyes like Ray Charles. I got really good. And then we broke up. And then I went on a date with another girl and I got her back to my place. And I was like, hey, where's your piano? And she's like, I don't have a piano. I have drums. I'm like, holy shit, I don't know how to play the drums. I just learned how to play the piano for years. Where do you have an organ that's close to a piano? And she was like, nope, drums. I'm like, I don't have that kind of dexterity. Because men, we're easy. We're like a kazoo. You just put it in your mouth and hung, and that's all you do. That's all you do. It doesn't matter the tone or the song. Just yeah. I think it's like water hose, man. You turn it on, and it just goes wherever. Yeah. Vagina is very, very intricate, like an oven, Preheat it before it's ready. Self-cleaning. A lot of people. It's like, oh, man. Yeah, it's like good. But I'm glad I got a girl. I'm glad I was a girl. I'm a girl dad. And yeah, because I didn't want to be one of those dads that like was obsessed about my son and everything he did. Like a lot of my friends have sons, and the first thing they do, like, look at my son's dick. Like that's weird to me. Like all dads are like, look at my son's dick. It's just like his dad. He get it. Like men are so obsessed with penises. And then they're like, oh, I'm not like, you're so like, I don't want to do that. Like women don't do. Like my girl's not looking at my daughter naked. Like, look at her vagina. It looks like mommy's. Like, no, that's not what she's doing. It's men are awful. Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, it's good. I named my daughter Jamie after my mother, which was great. My girl said it was cool. We didn't know what we were having until she came down Main Street. And if it was a boy, I would have wanted to name her Jamie too. Name him Jamie, but my girl didn't want to do that because she had a bully growing up. His name was Jamie. And I get that because I wouldn't want to name my kid after my bully growing up. And I think it'd be weird to name a kid Dad. I think that's a weird name to call him Dad. But I would love to send Dad to his fucking room. That would be fun. But no, we named her Jamie after my mom, which was great. And we found out that Jamie means supplanter, which means to be replaced after death. And that was like such a powerful moment when I found that out. And then I held my daughter in my arms and I was like, did you kill my mother? Like, did you kill her? What in the Game of Thrones is this shit? You know? And then I was like, are you my mother? Yes, guys, thank you. Before I get out of here, yes, I did lose my mom. It's the worst thing to happen. Like moms should live forever. Dads are whatever, but moms should live forever. And I wanted to make it possible that my mom in some way would live forever. So I started a scholarship fund in her name called the Jamie M. Whitfield Scholarship Fund. You can go to my Instagram at Mateen Stewart. Everything is there. We've raised about $18,000 so far. And we're gonna give $10,000 a year to a Black woman that goes to historical Black college, because that's who my mom was. And yeah, this is her namesake, Jamie. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for listening to me. You guys could have been doing anything else but sitting in a meeting, listening to strangers. Peace.
I'm mad. It looks like he stole one of my daughters. You know what I mean? Like, did anybody else notice that? Like, that looks like more my baby than his baby. But yeah, I'm the only one who said that. I was like, she got good hair too. You know, I dated this.
Well, I could show you her mother.
I was gonna say, you know, I dated this one basketball player in LA. That was about 6'3" with some hand. No, I'm just fucking with him.
I'm not play basketball. Let me see. I'll show you. Let's see.
Oh, let's see. We gotta see. What do you got from us, Mateen?
Let's see.
Oh, look.
That's mom.
Ducky, quack, quack.
I don't know if I could. God damn it. I don't know. That's mom.
Yeah, that's mama's baby. Yeah, we see it.
She's half white. So my baby is 55% Black. So I won. Yes.
Unlike me. I get it. I get it. Give it up for Mateen Stewart and Jamie Stewart, the one who stole the show. That is one beautiful little baby. I can't lie. All my little girls look like that. I'm going to let him know something. In 15 years, he's not going to be so happy about that daughter. Old saying. Girls break hearts. Boys just break cars. It's a whole lot easier. I'd rather have boys. It's all right. I got 4 girls for all you guys who are judging me right now. I'm girl dad by 4. Like, I'm already fucked anyway, so it's not like anything I'm saying is going to come back and haunt me. I've already been given my verdict, right? Maju's like, yeah, I am getting fired. Fucking doctor. I'm definitely not taking my boyfriend home. He's not even my boyfriend. They made this all uncomfortable. He was just my side piece for Tinder. I mean, Jesus, we had to do something during COVID, and I was doing him. God damn it. I should have turned on my video. No. Now the whole office is gonna be like, Maju doesn't even support her own people. She's dating a white guy. I don't know how she's in charge of all the ethnic resources. She doesn't even invest in her own kind. It's all right. It's all right. Athena's over there holding her ears. That's what I know. Said something good when Athena's like, oh my fucking God, I'm too high for this, Duante. And now I got to go up. This is bullshit. I'm going to forget my jokes. I love bringing Athena on. So the best part about Athena is Athena was my host of my Raw comedy show for a little over a year. She's worked with me a ton. She's the better half of hypothetical comedy. You saw her cheat her side dude earlier talking about his cheat date Sundays, right? But like I said, she's about 4'3". I feel great when I have her on the show because I'm making sure everybody's represented. We represent the little people and the big people here. Give it up for Athena Rodriguez!
Woo! Auntie, I'm 5'2". I don't know. You know, that's not the first time I've ever heard that. When I meet Zoom people that I've only met on Zoom, they always tell me some weird version of that. Like, you look smaller than I expected. And I'm like, how? How do I look smaller? You only see my fat face. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Hello, everyone. My name is Athena. I was named after the Greek goddess of war, wisdom, and homecrafts. Right. Because when I think of a woman in power, I'm like, but can she knit a sweater? I'm glad that they said home crafts and it wasn't like a specific craft. Like Athena, goddess of felted wool. I think that would be worse. Yeah, I wish there was a cool story about how I was named Athena, but the truth is my dad was reading a Greek mythology book while he was pooping on the toilet. Yeah, so like my full name is actually Athena Sudoku Rodriguez. And we're gonna keep it in the family, it's fine, it's fine. I like having all those names because I was able as a kid to really determine how in trouble I was in with my parents. Like my mom would say Athena and I would be like, oh dang, I did something. Or she'd be like, Athena Sudoku. Be like, oh man, I'm gonna get spanked. Be like, Athena Sudoku Rodriguez. Like, oh man, I'm gonna get grounded. And then if she said, Adam, your daughter. So, oh man, I'm gonna die. Like, she has disconnected. Yeah, so nicknames. I didn't look out in the nickname department. My whole family has cool nicknames. Like I have a cousin Memo, I have a cousin Tito, a cousin Mari, and my nickname is Peanuts. And my dad says this cute story like, oh, when we had the first ultrasound, you were shaped like a little peanut. Like, that's great. I like it. My mom's version is different. My mom says I got the nickname because I was just born salty. It's fine. I feel like having the name Peanuts kind of kept my cousins from like, you know, initiating me in their little gangs and stuff. I think being called Peanuts isn't a very, you know, scary gang name unless our rival gang had somebody with a peanut allergy. You know, I wouldn't really strike fear in anybody's heart. And I grew up on the east side of San Jose, California, which is also known as the ghetto. It's fine. I like it. It's fine. And my neighborhood growing up, actually the hardest thugs in my neighborhood were a bunch of unsupervised children who weren't allowed to leave their front yard. They're mean. They're mean. And their mom was pretty cool though. She was a hustler, you guys. Like one time I walked past her house and she asked me for spare change. And I looked in her cup and I noticed she had more money than I did. And she had a dirty Tic Tac in there. And I was like, oh, she's ready for anything. And then this guy crossed the street and punched her in the face. And I was like, and she has a boyfriend. Ladies, we can have it all. My dad doesn't like my comedy. My dad says weird stuff like, Mija, you cuss too much and it's unattractive. Right? Because that's what I want to be, attractive to my father. He always wanted a son. He always wanted a son. I don't know if it's like this big Mexican father thing where they want to leave behind some legacy, right? And it was so confusing to me because I was like, what's our legacy, Dad? Like chronic ingrown toenails and diabetes. What are you trying to leave behind? But I found out actually during his funeral that his legacy was he taught our whole family karate. Yeah, generation upon generation of my family learned karate from my dad. Yeah, which was mind-blowing to me when I found out because, you know, my dad didn't know karate. Yeah, very awkward news. I wish I had a better relationship with my mom. I don't, unfortunately. I can't say I have mommy issues because, you know, I'm not allowed to call her that. So I just say I have Becky issues. It works for everyone. I feel like it. You know, the last time I talked to her over the phone, this is the last time I talked to her for a while now. And she called me on the phone and she tried to pick a fight with me over the phone. And it was super awkward, you know, listening to her do karate over the phone. Like, and then my dad's karate, no less. It's just very breathy sounds. That's all it was. Very breathy. My husband is half Mexican and half white, but he identifies as a pothead. Yeah. They say it's the eyes. It's the eyes that you can see it. I always wonder if he's gonna look to me for like traditional Mexican culture. Like, and I'm always like, traditional Mexican or, you know, Mexican in my house. Like there's traditional Mexican quesadillas, you know, with Oaxaca cheese, right? But then there's my house where we have quesadillas, but they're like Kraft single cheese. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. We have quinceañeras, just like traditional Mexicans, we have quinceañeras. But if you don't get there fast, it could be a wedding. You know what I mean? If you don't do it fast, it's timing. That's what it is. I feel like the only traditionally Mexican thing I do is yell. I feel like that's the only traditional Mexican thing I do. And I know that because like, we're loud. I noticed that. I mean, we even yell when we laugh. I took my boyfriend to a family barbecue once and he was like, is everybody angry? Why are they so loud? I'm like, that's tradition. That's tradition working there. And family barbecues, they haven't changed for me throughout the years. I don't know if you guys miss your family barbecues during the pandemic, but I found myself missing them, even though they're exactly the same every time I go. Exactly the same. Like I have my grandma, which you never, ever want to speak a minor inconvenience to yourself in front of. Oh my gosh, my cousin's girlfriend said, oh, my feet hurt. And my grandma heard her from like 3 feet away. And she was like, let me tell you about the time where I had to walk and get my own chancla in the snow. And I'm like, you don't even wear chanclas. Like, what are you even talking about? Like, she's just making up like past events now just to keep it fresh. I don't know. And then there's always like the guy, my cousin who just got out of prison, who's accompanied by the guy he was in prison with, you know, the one that always had his back. And nobody knows if he had his back or got his back. You know, we're all too scared to ask. And then I have all kinds of tias that are just like, Mija, you'd be so much prettier if you just lost weight. Meanwhile, they're all shaped like dinosaurs. Like the kids in the barbecue have been playing Jurassic Park for the past hour with them, and they have no clue. It's like, and then that guy that, you know, my cousin was with in prison, he's like leaning over to me, telling me, yeah, hey, personally, I like a little extra carnita in my taco.
What the fuck?
Thank you for that. Thank you for comparing me to a fried pig. I appreciate that. That's great. I hope you guys are all safe during the pandemic. I freaked out the first week outside of my house during the pandemic. I was at Walmart and I found myself watching two grown-ass women fighting over a box of wine. Yeah. And I was hella impressed by the lady who won though, because she didn't drop her baby once. Yeah. The things we can accomplish while we're breastfeeding. Am I right? All right. I also binge watch a lot of TV shows. I don't know if you guys did this. I binge watched a lot of ghost videos on YouTube. And I don't know if they're real, but they're very interesting. Like I found out that different cultures deal with ghosts differently, you know? Like there was one where they feel like if you cuss out the ghost, it makes them go away. Like it'll scare them away. Like a bucket would move in the corner and they'd be like, fuck your mother. Right? That, yeah, like that aggressive. Like I'm not even a ghost. And I was like, I got to get out of here. Like, that's scary. And then like all the cultures have different things. The only culture that goes and talks to them was America. They had Americans on there and there's like hissing coming from the basement. There's blood dripping on the walls. There's weird moaning sounds. And Americans are like, who are you? What's your unfinished business? There's other ghosts they're catching in the corner going, get out, save yourselves. Their unfinished business is talking about Bitcoin. I feel like ghosts try too hard, you know? Ghosts try way too hard. I feel like I would be a great ghost. If I wanted people out of my house, I know how to do it. I'd be a passive aggressive ghost, you know? Like I'd be like coming up behind them while they're on the couch and be like, eating all the string cheese at once again, huh? I feel like that'll do something. Or okay, so if they're in the shower, right, and it's all steamy in the shower, and I write a message on the mirror, I'm gonna be like, you know, that's their vulnerable spot, right? Their vulnerable spot. Be like, ew, back knee.
Oh.
Oh, like who would want to be in a house with a ghost like that? And if that didn't work, I'd be like moaning around the house like a drunk girl. Like, ah, I'm not even drunk. Let's order a pizza. I feel like that would work. I mean, it worked on my last roommate. It works. It works. I watch a lot of true crime documentaries. Do you guys watch those?
Woo!
Yeah. I started off watching them because I was like, you know, I'm going to learn how to not be a victim. I'm going to learn what not to do. Apparently, you cannot not do nothing. They're not picky. Not really. What I learned. But it does scare the crap out of you when you watch it too much. You got to take breaks. Like one time I was so freaked out that I stopped at a stoplight and I looked at the guy in the car next to me and he smiled at me and I went, he just chose me to be his next victim. Right? It was freaking weird. He made it weird, really. I mean, I was picking my nose, but he made it weird. Don't acknowledge me in my car. That's what I'm saying. And I feel like serial killers, this is my theory, okay? Serial killers are the guys that tell you you should smile more. And I'll tell you why. Okay, so you ever hear about a victim and everybody talks about them like, oh, she had such a warm heart. She had such a beautiful soul. She had such a warm smile that lit up the room, right? I think that makes us vulnerable for serial. They're like, smile, yes, I will get you. So, we got to have a face that protects us, right? We have to have a face that looks like, yeah, I would follow you into a gym bathroom, right? Have a face that says, yeah, I crush balls with my feet. And if a guy has the audacity to try and tell you you should smile more, you should be like, fuck your mother. I heard that works. It works on ghosts. I feel like it works on everything. I feel like that's the truth. It's the truth. The first time I told that joke, by the way, my best friend was very concerned about my safety, because I only know my dad's karate, right? And so she was like, look, you don't have to be a weenie anymore. I'm going to bring over the thing that I use to protect myself. You just wait, hold on. She comes over and she starts digging in her purse, right? I'm getting super excited. It's a surprise. I'm thrilled. She's digging in her purse. I'm like, what the fuck is it? Why? And then she's like digging in her purse. Finally, she pulls out a taser, you guys. Right? I was like, holy crap. I hope whoever mugs you was as patient as I was. It took so long. My name is Athena Rodriguez. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, Athena Rodriguez, everybody. You guys got to understand, you guys don't know this. Every time Athena tells a joke, she's really high and she's, oh fuck, what's the next joke? And she has to look over and then she's like, okay, I can tell the joke. I remember now. And then she gets her looking to the right. She's like, what's the next joke? Oh, I got it. Okay. And then you see her look to the left. What's the next joke? Okay. You can't do them on the same side.
I'm like a chameleon. I need them to go.
I know. I figured it out. And it's fucking hilarious because she started the set and she was like, I'm too high for this. I could see it in her eye. Sorry. Did you just do chinky eyes? You're not supposed to do that anymore. That's
I opened.
Oh, so you unchinked your eyes. Okay.
Oh my God, don't.
Jesus Christ. Maju, I told you I'd get you fired. Chris Lopez is going to say that tomorrow. Can I get you to unchink your eyes? SuitMan said.
No.
Don't do that. Do not do that at the multi-access center. You will get fucking fired. And I ain't got a job for you. And then you're going to get Maju fired too, because you're going to be like, well, it was on Maju's show. And our old CEO was on the call. Yeah, I've done my research. I found out Robin was the old CEO. She was on here. They're going to have field day with you fuckers. But hey, I hope you guys had a good time. Lindsay, did you have a good time? She ain't even left her bed. The girl had a good time. I see you. You have a good time, boo. Amanda, you can unmute now. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
With all them badass kids running around.
The kids enjoyed it too.
Oh.
Don't worry, they don't understand.
Okay.
They're good.
Hables español. See? No. I got jokes. And did you have a good time? We ain't heard from you all night. She's not there. Aaron, I hope you had a blast. I know you're on unmute. Chris.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that, Aaron? That don't look like Aaron.
No.
That means he's on his girlfriend's account. It's like Aaron. That's what Aaron is gonna look like in about 3 months. We've got a couple more patches. Never mind. Can't laugh at that either. Hey, look at the boyfriend. Was like, oh shit, we're not supposed to joke about that either, right? And Chris is here. Chris came in late. I know you had a good time, buddy. Everybody, honestly, the person you need to be giving up for is Maju.
Woo! Woohoo!
That without Maju, we wouldn't be doing any of this. You guys are wonderful people at the food bank. You guys help and serve people who would not be served if it wasn't for you. Secondly, as somebody who's been through the food bank program, there's 2 things I need to tell you that you don't hear enough. First one, real simple. Thank you. Thank you. That's the first one they don't tell you enough. And the second one I need to tell you is I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at other things going on in my life, but I see you every week or every couple of days to get food, and I feel comfortable expressing my frustrations to you. I'm sorry I take them out on you. And I know all your clients feel both of those things, okay? God bless you guys. Have a great day. I'm glad I could serve you guys the way you serve our community. Thank you guys.
Thanks,
Thank
Dante. That's
you.
awesome. Thank you.
Bye, you guys.
Thank you, everyone.